Okay, Drew said that if we don't deliver this package, a lot of people are gonna die. What if we don't do it and then there's like a terrorist attack or something?
Well, what did he say to do?
We have to get it to a cafe in Vienna.
Austria, Vienna?
Yes, that's what he said.
Okay, well, why don't we do that then?
Do what? Go to Europe when a bunch of people are trying to kill us?
Do you want to die having never been to Europe? Or do you want to go to Europe and die having been to Europe?
Why are those my only two options?
There it is.
Yeah.
Spy Who Dumped Me. I'm a big Kate McKinnon fan when it comes to comedy. Love what she does on SNL.
Sure.
How does she fare in this one here?
Not so good. I love Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon respectively, but this comedy is weak. It seemed like a good idea on paper, but this to me smacked of a bunch of Hollywood executives getting around together at the table, coming up with Bond title puns and parodies, and said, hey, this is a good one. Let's make a movie around this clever title. The action's pretty well staged in this movie, and this is exactly the story. I mean, Mila Kunis has an ex-boyfriend who dumped her. He turns out to be a spy. They get pulled into this web of international intrigue and espionage. It feels like a group of sketches and skits haphazardly stitched together with no real kind of cohesive flow. And they're supposed to be best friends in the movie. Right from the get-go, I didn't buy their relationship. They seem more to me like co-workers, so there's not a lot of great comedic chemistry there. It's got an excellent committed cast. As I mentioned, a lot of the action was really decent, but it was pretty forgettable. This is a movie you'll watch on demand or on the plane, and you'll be like, okay, and then you'll forget about it, and then a couple of years later, you'll be like, oh, remember that spy comedy they did? Yeah, okay, moving on.
Just saw Hassan Minhaj there from The Daily Show. How does he fare?
He's very funny. You see Justin Theroux as well, Gillian Anderson. There's a couple of surprises with the characters as well, but it really fell flat for me. This feels like a stale comedy that maybe would have come out like 5 years ago.
So Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, really have nothing to worry about on the Secret Agent movie fair?
Don't think so.
Okay. How many hammers?
I'm going to go 2 out of 5 on this one.
2 out of 5.
Sorry, ladies. Yeah.
Okay, we are getting some nostalgia at the box office in the form of Christopher Robin. How did they redo this live-action take with Disney?
Well, they gave it a bit of an interesting spin because Christopher Robin has grown up. He's lost his way. He's forgotten about the magic of his childhood. He needs to reunite with all those beloved characters from The 100 Acre Wood, and Ewan McGregor plays Christopher Robin. Man, tears were being shed 5 minutes into this movie.
5 minutes?
Sheer magic. And I was reluctant and skeptical because of the look of the characters, but when you get into the movie with the context of what's going on, they've been lying dormant for years. They haven't been played with, or they haven't had magical adventures with Christopher, so that's why they look kind of distressed and faded in color. And Ewan McGregor, to watch this guy, I remember in high school seeing Trainspotting, to see him grow as an actor in Moulin Rouge, the Star Wars movies, he's sensational in this movie. He can carry the film so well. And keep in mind, most of the movie, he's acting to CG characters, right? And it's totally believable. It's got such a great message at its core. And
what would you say is the underlying message? Because this was a storyline. You think about, hey, you grew up with Pooh Bear. How does this relate to adults? What is the key message for the parents going?
You're going to get bogged down with life and career and money and things like that. Never forget where you came from. Hold on to those childhood memories. Always try to be a dreamer. And family comes first. Tara Jean's leaving us. She's putting her family first. And that's a good message to take away from this movie, because he's struggling with his daughter. He's not estranged, but he's a workaholic. They want to go away for the weekend. He can't go because of work commitments. And that's causing a big rift between them. And I thought this was such a sweet movie. Handsome production design. I thought the visual effects were so stunning. And the director, Mark Forster, who's done like Quantum of Solace, World War Z, you can tell he genuinely loves this world and these characters because it was so lovingly crafted. And yeah, it's got some chases and some heart and humor. And for someone, like you and I, we grew up with Winnie the Pooh. They did such justice to these characters in this world. So I loved it.
Yeah. How many hammers for Christopher Robin?
I'm going to go with a rousing 4 out of 5. Really dug this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Grab the Kleenex.
Done and done.
Happy tears.
Hammers have spoken.